her. She's not in the video, so I wanted her to say hi. Say hi. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a new type of video to share with you guys or start out. So I've been thinking of some different video ideas, and I have come up with something that I think as long as you guys like it, I will continue moving forward. So today we're going to talk about 10 fast selling items that have sold for me relatively kind of quickly. So if you see me looking down at all, I do have my computer down here. So let's jump right into what actually sold for me. So the first thing was this Natural Life little sweater. Now this was new with tags. I also found this at the bins, and it just had so many things going for it. It was oversized, it was very boho, very like relaxed fit, very kind of like hippie vibes, 70 vibes it gave me, and it was new with tags. So all of that kind of factored in. It was also a one size, so I think it appealed to a lot more people. But it did sell on eBay. It was listed on $626 and it sold $627, so it only took one day. It sold for around $60. After fees, my cost of goods, everything associated, I did profit around $40. So Natural Life, definitely, sorry, tea break. Definitely don't sleep on Natural Life. It is probably one of my best selling like bread and butter brands. So I definitely think there is room to make money. They just have really great bohemian styles and really like trendy, I feel like, pieces. And a lot of people love them. So the next piece is actually a men's brand. This is, or a men's piece. This is Lululemon. This is called the Lululemon At Ease Double Knit Gray Cotton Textured Hoodie Large Loungewear. Sorry, that was a mouthful. And I will put the title in the other one because I forgot to say it. But this was a really great style from Lululemon. So their men's hoodies typically tend to do pretty well. I did find this at the bins, and I think people did not see it because it had that little Lululemon on the sleeve. So sometimes they do that with the hoodies. But this was had a little bit of wear, but still great condition. It was listed on the 26th of June and it sold June 30th on Depop for $52. After fees, my profit was around $43. So really good pickup. Lululemon can still do good, but it's just going to depend on kind of the style, and also Lululemon men's stuff like hoodies and like long sleeves, like t-shirts, stuff like that, tend to do a little bit better than just like Lululemon women's stuff for me sometimes. But again, it's gonna factor in that style. Next piece, this is actually a brand I don't always pick up, but I did stop to look at it because of the style. So this is a North Face. This is a women's. This is called the North Face. I'm going to butcher that word, but we're going to skip that word, and it's called the Athletic Workout Hike Tennis Outdoor Skort Dress, extra large black. So if I can't fit in, I try to put as many keywords into there. If I can't fit them in the title, I will put them in the description. So that's just something that helps me make sure I maximize my keywords. So this dress was great. It had a great size with extra large. It was black. It had this really cute like floral biker short underneath. So people, if they're wearing it, they don't have to really worry about like, you know, kind of anything. They can just throw this on and be like cute and ready to go. Athletic dresses are pretty popular, I think, in the summertime, just because they're like, you know, just a full outfit. So this also was, I don't know if it was a collaboration, but it did have International Women's Day, like little logo on it. So that floral, like biker short print, I think was a part of that. So this was listed on June 24th. It sold on June 27th. It sold on Poshmark for $32 and I did profit around $22. So great sale on that one. The next piece, this is a brand that I highly recommend not sleeping on. I think a lot of people see this brand and they don't really, you know, pick it up sometimes at, you know, bins or anything like that. And I think it can sell pretty decently. So this is a J. Crew piece. This is called the J. Crew small Emily sweater, the ladies jacket, preppy blue cardigan office. So that is a mouthful, but basically this sweater had kind of all the things that I'm looking for. It was very preppy. It had a dark blue color with a contrasting like gold button, which is really, really popular. It kind of screams a little sophisticated, elegant. Somebody could wear this to the office. The only thing with this jacket is it did have a little fading to it. So if it didn't have that, I think it could have sold a lot like faster and for a little bit more money, or not faster because it's still sold in a day. So I think it could have sold for more money. But also I just want to mention this is the newer J. Crew label. So it's going to be all capitalization, I'm pretty sure, because the little style tag has spring of 24. So I'm thinking that's the newest label. If I'm wrong, let me know, but that's what I've seen so far. It was listed on June 20th. It sold the same day on June 20th for $35 on Poshmark, and I did profit around $26 on that piece, and that was a bins item. Sorry, I made a little tea to kind of like, I don't know, I didn't want to make coffee, so I made tea. So this next piece to sell was actually a Spanx athletic dress. So as you can see, I'm noticing a trend. Athletic dresses are, like I was saying, pretty popular in the summer. This is called the Spanx women's dress, get moving, zip front, racer back, sleeveless, skort, black, medium. So lots of words in there, just stuffing it in there just so people can find this item. But this item was actually in an overpicked bin. And I just want to make this preface that I am a firm believer that if you are at the bins, I highly suggest going into the picked over bins and just taking your time. There is a lot of pressure when you go to the bins because people think that if you don't go to the first bin that you're not going to find stuff. And that is so not true. I have found so many good things in donation bins, also like bins that have been taken from the thrift stores. So at my Goodwill, we kind of have a mix of everything. And I want to preface this. If you've been to the bins, just take your time. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured by other people around you, because there is this kind of overhyped feeling when you go to the bins that like if you're not going fast and looking fast, you're going to miss out. And that's like FOMO. But I just want to say, like, don't feel that way, because you will still find good stuff. But sorry, I digress. So that's the Spanx dress, again, sold very fast, same day on June 20th. It sold on Poshmark for $40 and I did profit around $30. So great sale there. Next piece, picked over bin again and sold same day. So this is Beyond Yoga. I don't always find this brand, but this one kind of had a lot of good factors for it. It was a size large, Beyond Yoga, great brand. It kind of had an acid wash to it, really cute like style, kind of like a loungewear style, which is pretty popular right now as well. Loungewear is kind of popular in the summer in general. And this was a maxi dress. So all those factors, so I did title it Beyond Yoga Women's Large Blue Acid Wash Maxi Dress Vacation Boho Beach Minimal. So lots of keywords in there. This was kind of like a pullover style, just really nice piece just to throw over and just kind of go. So it sold same day on June 20th on Poshmark for $32. I did profit around $24. So just a couple more for you guys. So the next category, I feel like I added a couple in here because I noticed a trend. So skirts, they used to not be a category I really looked in at all because I was like, wow, skirts just don't sell for me. But I think it's gonna be on the style. So I notice athletic skirts, mini skirts, micro mini skirts, and maxi broomstick skirts are kind of what sells very, very well for me. So this next piece was a Lululemon piece. This is called the Lululemon Pace Setter Skort, women's size 8, black running tennis shorts. Why did I put shorts? Oh, maybe because it was underneath. Shorts pocket. I also added some keywords like tennis, pickleball, workout, athletics. So I think pickleball is still pretty popular, but people like to wear like tennis skirts like in the summertime, I feel like, and they're just cute. So I did find this at the bins, but I actually was gifted this. So I was walking by and this lady was just going through her cart and she's like, hey, these are Lululemon, do you want these? And I was like, thinking in my head, I'm like, girl, those are gonna sell really fast. And I stopped, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want these? She's like, yeah, I don't want these. You know, you can have them. So I was like, yep, I will gladly take them. So this sold on it was listed on July 4th, sold the July 9th on Depop for around $33, and I did profit around $29. So gotta love Depop. Great with their, I out of all the platforms, I will be honest with you, I love Poshmark, but Depop kind of has my heart a little bit because of those fees. So Depop is just really great for style-based pickups, but it's also great because those fees are a lot lower than like we see with Poshmark and eBay. Honestly, I'm going to be honest here, I don't really like eBay. There's that's another topic for another day, but I feel like out of all the platforms, eBay would be the first one I would give up next. Yeah, next one is also another skirt. Now, this is not a brand. I've had mixed feelings about this brand for a long time, but this is Urban Outfitters. It's called the Urban Outfitters Women's Medium Black Tulle Skirt, mini, grunge, boho, gothic, and ruffle. So this type of skirt is very, very popular right now. It's kind of got that tulle style, which is gonna kind of go into like grunge, gothic, things like that. People that are looking for those key factors are gonna probably stumble upon this skirt, which I feel like definitely happened because it sold in 4 days. It was listed on the 10th and sold on July 14th. Again, it sold on Depop for full asking price of $32.99, which is a lot higher than what I would typically price Urban Outfitters. But when I was checking comps, I saw that it was selling in $30, probably because of the style. And I did profit around $27. So next piece, I have to give credit to Via Glow because I saw this brand on her channel and I saw that she picked it up. And this was a brand that I've never really heard of. I probably at the bins would have never really picked it up. So that's why I say like going to the bins, and even if they're picked over, not everybody knows the brands. You know, I don't even know some brands. So it's like, that's why I say it's so important to just go back, comb through, see what you can find. So thank you for, picking this up and talking about it in your video, because this is Roller Rabbit, and it was just a PJ top, honestly. But Roller Rabbit, when I was looking into it, it has a good following for their pajamas because they make good, I believe it's good quality pieces. This was 100% cotton, and I did title it Roller Rabbit Pima Cotton. It was kind of like a monkey present graphic. So I put monkey present, soft, pajama, Henley, top, large, and lounge. So I did specify that it was just the top, but it still sold like within 2 days. It was listed on the 17th. It sold on the 19th on Depop for $22. Not a huge amount, but hey, 2 days, I'm gonna take that. That's a win for me. And I did profit around $19. So great brand to be on the lookout for. Here's another style-based pickup. This I did find probably like a couple days ago, you guys saw, or by the time you see this video, it will be a week, but I found this like handmade skirt. When I was looking at it, it did not have any tags. It didn't even have a size on it, but I knew just looking at it based off its style, it would sell very fast. It had a very cottage core, kind of granola girl, even prairie, country, so many keywords that you can use for this skirt. Sorry, excuse me. So I titled it Boho Handmade Women's Medium Floral Broomstick Maxi Skirt Tiered Country Prairie. I am trying out something in my listings where I add a bunch more keywords kind of at the bottom as like tags. So I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see. I have so many in there. I have like laid back, layered, embroidered, colorful, patterned, free spirit, anything that's gonna like, if somebody's typing like a free spirit broomstick skirt, mine will pop up. So that definitely I feel like helps people find my thing or find my items. So this was listed on the 17th. It sold on July 20th on Depop, so just 3 days. It sold for $28 and I profit around $25. So I think that was actually the last item. Yep, that was the last item. So as you can see, I had, you know, not a super high month, but what I'm trying to do in my business is really just get those pieces moving, you know, get them quickly out the door. I think that's what we all want. So let me know how you guys like this video. If you liked it, I will definitely continue to include it probably once a month. Yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.